remember one time I took a slab and I made myself a little rifle, carved it out, and Granny Dillard was just like a mother to me. Well, she didn't realize it was my rifle, so she burned it at the wash pot. And I cried and cut up so much until finally she just came out and she said, "Kenny, I wish to the Lord I never had been born." And I remember that to this day. I aggravated her really bad. That's the way young'uns are. They're made to aggravate people. And anyway, they can be a lot of fun. They can be a lot of aggravation. I know I was. But there's a lot of good scenery. And I mainly wanted to tell some of the things that happened. Another incident with the wash pot was Granny Ethel. It was blowing real hard that day, and she was washing. I was out helping her because I usually helped her wash, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I helped Mama do a lot of things like clean chickens, do all kinds of chores around the house, and cleaning chickens was something too, so I had to wait and tell about that another time. But anyway, the time we were talking about it was blowing so hard it blew a coal out from under the wash pot where Mama had a fire, and it caught on her sweater. We wore those wool sweaters. One thing, they were cheaper. Another thing, they were warm too. So it started burning on her back, and I happened to see it, and I told her, "Your sweater's on fire." So we had a little excitement there for a little while. Kept Mama from burning up in the wool sweater, though. That's some memories. If I start thinking about them, they start coming. But it's not easy to have some of the memories left. But anyway, I used to love a fire. I guess you'd call me a budding pyromaniac, but we use fire a lot for lots of things, and it was all right if you respected it and treated it like it should be. I was remembering we didn't have a well pump until I was about, I think I was around 17 years old, because we didn't have a bathroom and indoor commode and bathtub till about that time. And I can remember when I got big enough to do it, Mama would have me draw her wash water on wash day for her, and that was the job. Had to fill up a wash pot and then about 4 tubs, 2 to rinse in. Well, most of the time 3, and that would take 4 buckets of water out of the well to fill those up. And I would draw them. The well had a windlass, and you better not turn that windlass loose, it will knock you in the head. But those that had the unimproved wells, they just pulled the bucket up with a chain, hand over hand. So we had the improved kind with the windlass on it, and I was always fascinated with that windlass. It was some of my first experience with a machine. I guess it had some influence on me wanting to be an engineer. Then another thing about photography, I learned about cameras in the old outdoor toilet because we had a nail hole in the top, and the light would shine through it just right and focus on the floor, and you could see the pecan tree leaves and limbs in full color there. And I was just fascinated with that. I didn't know I was looking at a camera which was composed of the whole outhouse. So I guess that's when my first adventures with photography. A few years before that, my dad had got me a camera for Christmas, and I went out just snapping everything I could think of. I remember I took a lot of pictures of dogwood trees, and that was interesting too. But I remember the wash day. Mom would light a fire around the wash pot, get it going, and get that water to boiling, throw the clothes in, boil them, and take them out on a battling block. We had a section out of a big tree, and she had a paddle that she beat them with, and she'd take that, put them on top of that block out of the tree, and then she would beat the clothes, and then put them in the first rinsing, rinse them out, and then put them in the second tub, rinse them again. By that time they were ready to hang on the line. Well, sometime if we had a great big wash, had to fill the tubs twice, and there's a lot of water drawing, but I always enjoyed it, drawing that water. This is a little woods road down through here, and it's snaky. You got to watch out. I saw a eastern diamondback rattlesnake killed in the road yesterday near the house here.